What's good, guys? It's Khalil Jamar. Hope that all is well with you guys. If this is your first time on my channel, make sure that you do subscribe to the channel, like the video. If this is not your first time on my channel, thank you for coming back. Now, I've done a video on SSJ Bobb before, and I'm doing another one today just because this guy's progress, his journey as a powerlifter is just unmatched. In my opinion, it may be better than Russell Orhe. Of course, Russell Orhe is probably the better influencer. Russell Orhe has created a culture inside powerlifting that everybody loves. But if we're talking strictly about performance, if we're talking strictly about progress and strength, I think that SSJ Bobb takes the cake on that one. Every time he posts, it's a PR. I've never seen this man Bobb do anything normal or any type of modest work. Every time we see him, he's doing something that's unexpected, whether it's a rep PR on squat or a paused rep PR on bench. What we see from him is just a representation of his hard work and dedication to getting stronger. Now, while he has an impressive bench press and, of course, an impressive squat, the most impressive lift that Bobb has is probably his deadlift. Most recently, he did post on his story him deadlifting 590 pounds for 5 reps. But pause reps. Now, the whole set was not recorded. It only caught him doing 3 reps. But after everything that Bobb has shown, there's no reason to doubt him. There's no reason to question whether he did the work or not. We know he did the set. We know he did the 5 reps. And if you didn't see the story, here it is.
I don't know how I survived this session. Straight up. My body was on autopilot.
Bobb, I don't know how you survived that session. I don't even know how you survived that set. It's just funny to watch how strong this man is. He does it like it's nothing. Like he gets stronger every week like it's nothing. It seems like it's easy for him. But like I said, I know he's putting in hard work. We all know he's putting in the hard work. Now, looking at this, and if you've been following Bobb's progress, especially on deadlift, you have to start to wonder how the hell his deadlift has blown up the way it has. Now, when I first started watching Bobb, I believe he was mostly conventional. Then after a while, he went to sumo. Then he took on this combination hybrid stance of conventional and sumo, which is called semi-sumo. It's called squat stance. Like I said before, it's also called hybrid stance. Now, if you are built for the hybrid stance deadlift and you know how to properly use it when it comes to the deadlift and you perfect its technique and you perfect the stance, it's an absolute cheat code. I'll leave a link to an article in the description which tells you how you know if you're built for the hybrid stance and if it's something that you should consider switching over to. Now, Bobb is not the only powerlifter that has seen success with this stance. In fact, Angelo Fortino, a nationally ranked powerlifter, also uses a hybrid type stance and could deadlift over 700 pounds while he only weighs about 181 to 182 pounds. And I believe his best in competition deadlift is 760 pounds. I think he did it at like 181 pounds, which if you do the math, that's over 4 times his weight. Now, why is the hybrid stance on deadlift a cheat code? There's a few reasons why it's a very efficient technique and it's a very efficient stance to use. One of the things is that a hybrid deadlift will probably also improve your strength on squat better than sumo deadlifting or conventional deadlifting can. Now, sumo deadlifting does have its benefits when it comes to transferring strength over to your squat. It has a good carryover, but most people don't squat with a wide sumo stance. One of the only people that I can think squats with a wide sumo stance is David Wilson. Most people squat with their feet at the least shoulder width apart, sometimes a little bit outside of shoulder width, which is more similar to a hybrid stance when it comes to deadlift. Due to the similarities in stance, when you're training one, you're essentially training the other. Another thing, it's a stance that most people will feel comfortable with. Now, I know I said earlier that some people are built for the hybrid stance. What I meant by that is that for some people, depending on their body structure, limb structure, all of that, it's going to be the most efficient way for them to deadlift and the most efficient way to pull the most weight. And it's this stance that's going to allow them to get the most out of their strength. While that's not going to be the case for everyone, most people are going to feel comfortable with using the hybrid stance when it comes to deadlifting. That's not always the case when a conventional deadlifter tries sumo deadlift or a sumo deadlifter tries conventional. Usually when a conventional deadlifter tries to switch over to sumo, they'll feel a lot of stress in their hips. When a sumo deadlifter switches over to conventional, they'll feel a lot of stress on their back. With either a conventional deadlifter or a sumo deadlifter, they usually won't feel that much discomfort trying or using a hybrid stance. Also, with the hybrid stance deadlift, there's a low chance of having a sticking point, much lower than conventional deadlifting or sumo deadlifting. So with conventional deadlifting, there's usually that sticking point at the top of the lift. With sumo deadlifting, there's usually a sticking point at the bottom of the lift, or with the initial pull. Because the hybrid stance is a combination of the two, there's not really a notable sticking point. Now, I'm not saying that, hybrid stance is the perfect technique, that it doesn't have its downsides. I'm just telling you its benefits and why it's something you may want to try, you may want to switch over to, or it's something that you may just want to incorporate with your deadlift routine. Guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. You guys let me know in the comment section what you think about Bobb's progress, and if he's going to take over the powerlifting game. I think he's basically the future of powerlifting. The only other person that I would think has a one-up on Bobb is probably Ashton Ruska. That's really the only person I could think of right now. So if you guys have any tips when it comes to deadlifting, improving your deadlift, or addressing certain, I guess you could say, pain points on deadlifts, definitely leave your tips and advice in the comment section as well. Again, thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, like the video. See you guys later.